Hey y'all. How y'all doing? What is up? It is time. It's Monday. I told y'all I would be here. Hold on, let me get everybody in the room. Oh, all right. Sorry, y'all. When it's just you the star and the cameraman and the sound tech, it could be a lot. And we on multiple devices. And today I'm not sitting behind a desk because it is gardening day. So welcome. If this is your first time here, this is Let Tiff Teach You. I'm Tiff. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And today we are starting the garden. So this is, if you have been here for any amount of time, you know, I love gardening. I love gardening. And it is time for us to get into the 2024 gardening content. And so today's Monday. I told y'all Friday on the pod that today we were getting into it. And so I have everything. I got stuff prepped for you guys because I did all the boring stuff before y'all got here because we could just talk through that piece. But I do want to, I don't need these just yet. Talk you through what we're doing today. So are you ready? When you come in, say, hey, let me know you're here. Do you garden? Do you grow things? House plants, outside plants, trees? I don't know. Do you like to grow things? Is this your first time? Checking in, trying to figure out, maybe are you thinking about trying to grow some things? Let me know where you are in this journey, or if you are just peeking in from a peripheral because you just kind of want to see what it's about. But when you pop in, let me know that you are here. Why do I keep trying to put these gloves on? I don't need these gloves yet. So let's start with what are we growing? Let's start there so I can sit down for a hot second. What are we growing? How do I make these? How did I decide? So I have a list. This is my list of why are you doing that? Okay, there we go. What am I growing this year? This year it's still doing it. Stop doing that. Spinach. This is what I'm growing this year. Spinach, kale, lettuce. So I grow generally 2 or 3 different kinds of lettuce. Romaine, a baby romaine, a leaf. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just 2 this year. Onions, carrots, beets, turnips, tomatoes, Roma, and beefsteak. Roma and beefsteak tomatoes, peppers, bell peppers and jalapeno peppers. That's what I was missing. Squash, spaghetti squash and butternut squash, zucchini, cucumbers, and okra. Those are all the things that I plan to grow this year. So y'all gonna have to move around the room with me, okay? But we're not starting all of that today. There we go. We're not starting all of that today because we don't need to. We don't need to start all of that today. So I'm sure if you're watching this, your question is like, Tiffany, it's February in Northeast Ohio. Why are we talking about gardening? Because some of the things that I'm growing need more lead time. Okay. They need more lead time to grow, either because they grow slowly or because I want them to be bigger when I get ready to put them outside. And so I have to start them earlier. All right. And so the primary for that idea is because these grow slow and I want them to be bigger when I put them outside are peppers. Okay. I grow 2 types of peppers. Even though technically it's the same pepper, because just in case you did not know, all bell peppers start green and the longer you leave them on the vine, they change colors. But this variety goes to red faster. So bell peppers grow slowly and I want them to be larger when I put them outside. So I start them in the house and I start them early. So today we're going to be starting some bell peppers. I'm also going to be starting some thyme in the house because this grows slow and it likes some cold. Hey, Selena. And woody herbs like a little bit of cold, so they'll go out actually before everything else because they'll be okay with a little bit of frost. So we're gonna start some thyme. I'm also starting some celery. As you can see, this packet is dirty because I used some of it last year. Last year I grew celery for the first time. And if you watch any gardening blogs or vlogs or read any things about gardening, People will tell you celery is very, very temperamental and it does not like a lot of things. And so like, don't feel bad if you can't make it grow the first time. So hey, Kim, we can talk about that. We can talk about that. So, um, but I had a good experience with celery last year. I actually ended up, I think, with like 9 or 10 stalks of celery that actually grew to a decent size. So I'm gonna do it again. And they grow slow, so we got to start that now. And then the last things we're starting today are some of my root vegetables. And so that beets, turnips, and rutabagas. I had to look because they look exactly alike except flipped, right? So, but where I'm growing beets, thank you, ma'am. Turnips and rutabagas. So we're starting all of these today because these also like a little bit of cold. So we're gonna get them started in the house, and then they will go outside in about a month. Actually, the root vegetables will go outside in about a month, and the thyme will go on the rail on the porch in about a month. Everything else is staying in the house. The peppers and the celery do not go outside until it is time to go outside. Okay, so that's what we're starting today. So let's talk about when is it time to go outside. Okay, I live in Northeast Ohio, which is zone 6. Hey, BMB. I live in Northeast Ohio, which is zone 6. And so that means, well, let me step back. So everywhere in the United States is in what's called a hardiness zone or a growing zone. And so your zone tells you how long your growing season is. And so they start at the very north of the country with zone 2 and go to the very south of the country, I believe is zone 10 or 11. I live in zone 6. And so the zones go straight across the country like this. So me in Ohio and somebody in Oregon probably are in the same zone. So what does that mean? Zone 6 and every other zone as well means that I can grow from this date to this date. This is the primary window for me to grow food. It's very important that you know what you're growing, what your zone is, because you don't want to try to grow something that doesn't grow in your zone or that you don't have a long enough time horizon for. Okay. I never thought about it like that, Trisha, but I get it. So like I live in Ohio. We're not growing avocados in Ohio. Okay. I know y'all been watching them TikToks and that one dude on Instagram who's always doing this super fast. You can do this with your food waste. No, you can't. Okay. I'm sorry. He's wrong. You can do some of those things with your food waste. You cannot do all of those things with your food waste if you live in Ohio. I'm not growing avocados here, people. I'm sorry. I winter. Avocados need so long, so much time. They need so much time. We ain't got it. In Ohio, my growing window is May 15th to October 15th. That's my window. Whatever I want to grow needs to grow and be finished by the end, give or take. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. So that, what does that mean? That means that why those dates, Tiffany? Why are those the dates? This is kind of sciencey. I'm sorry, but I have to tell, I wouldn't be good. I want you to be successful in this if you choose to do it. And so this is important detail. Over the last 30 years, on average, when is the last date we got frost and when is the first date we got frost? That's what you need to know. The average first date zone 6 gets frost is, there's one. We're going to talk about it at the end. There is a paid class that you can buy to get you started. Don't you worry. October 15th over the last 30 years is the earliest date that Northeast Ohio has gotten frost on average. And May 15th is the last date. And so when there is no frost, you can grow food. We can talk about that, PNB. So that's why those are the dates. So that gives me 6 months, right? Ish. But those are the dates that most of the things that you want to grow in your home garden are going to be able to grow and grow well. outside of now, does that mean, Tiffany, why you putting your stuff out in March if we can't? Because I know what I'm doing, because I've been doing this a while, and because there are some things that like a little cold and they'll be okay. All right. But that's not year one gardening. Okay. I want to be very clear. If you've been doing this a while and you good, I'm not what you need. I am here for the people who are like, I've never done this before. I have no clue what I'm doing, and I need somebody to hold my hand through the beginning stages. That's what I'm here for. Once you've done this 2 or 3 years, you're good to go. Go find you somebody on YouTube and, have a grand time. I still watch every year. I've got 3 guys on YouTube that I watch religiously. One's in Cali, one's in Michigan, one's in Maryland, because they're in different zones. And so they can do different things. And so I get tips from them, right? But for my rookie gardeners, this is the stuff you need to know to get started. These are the things you need to understand before you spend a dime. If you don't understand this and you spending money, you're wasting money. Okay? All right. So we're going to get these seeds started. Oh, last pro tip. If this your first year, you don't start with seeds. If you work with me, I want to make that very clear. Seeds are for year 2 and beyond. In year 1, you don't start with seeds. In year 1, you get teenage plants from Home Depot, y'all, or Walmart or Lowe's. You go buy plants. You do not start. You could buy them from me. That's fine. But you do not start with seeds. Selena, tell them. Selena is one of my testimonials. And Selena will tell you, if you talk to her about it, she did not start with seeds. She started with teenage plants, and she had a wonderful first year gardening. Okay. Because I have a theory, I have a facilitation theory around giving you starter plants. And it has to do with keeping you engaged in the process. I learned when I did the Total Money Makeover with Dave Ramsey that you need to get a quick win. You need a quick win. And I was like, wow, that makes sense to me in like so many different arenas, right? If you're trying to get your money right, if you're trying to get on a exercise regimen, you're trying to lose some weight. Y'all listen to the prophet, she in the comments. You're trying to lose some weight. If you don't get a quick win, it kind of take the wind out your sails, right? So the same thing goes for gardening. Having to start from seeds. So it's February, y'all. I'm starting seeds in February for plants that will not go in the ground until May. That's not quick. I want you to get a quick win. So by going to the store, buying what I call a teenage plant, they've grown it to the point that you pretty much can't kill it. And you're going to get production off that plant quickly. Okay. It'll keep you engaged. Stuff's going to start happening. You feel good because now Selena told me when she started with me, I have a black thumb. I said, no, you don't. You just haven't had the right teaching. Right. And sure enough, she went and got her teenage plants. She got them home. She had tomatoes maybe in about a month. She was like, oh my God, Tiffany, look at the lunch. She's sending me pictures and videos. She's so excited. Quick win. You see what I'm saying? Quick win. Now she's engaged. She's excited. Something is happening. So then her peppers come in and she's like, oh my God, look, the little flowers. They so cute. Like it's quick inspiration. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you motivated. You want to go. You feel like, oh, I can do this. Yeah, if you set yourself up right, which is why rookie gardeners don't start with seeds. Year 2, we can start some seeds. We'll walk through that process. But if this your first year, you're not doing this. I just want you to see what the process is. Okay. All right. Listen, if you've never grown your own food, then you're going to have a mind-blowing experience the first time you taste food that you've grown, because it does not taste anything like what's at the grocery store. All right. All right. So actually that's the wrong hand because I need it. So let me show y'all what we're working with on the table, and then we're going to get into it. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I got it. Let me turn y'all. Okay. So I'm going to turn y'all around. Hi, say hi to my houseplants and bring you down to the table. All right. So I've got the dirt. I've got my seed starting mix. This is not soil. This is actually, Jiffy seed starting mix. I know it's backwards, but it's Jiffy seed starting mix. This is what you want to start seeds in. There is a difference between this and potting soil. And this is going to give you a better start for seeds. So this is what we're starting seeds in. It is here. Now, this probably looks like mud to y'all, but I had to sterilize this. Okay, thank you, Trisha. I had to sterilize it. Why? What does that mean, and why do you do it? It means that I emptied that bag into this pan in batches and added boiling water to it, stirred it up until it was completely saturated, and then let it sit. Okay, why did I do that? Because all soil comes standard with soil gnats. Y'all know them little fruit flies. If you buy a plant at like the store, you're like, oh my God, where do all these bugs come from? They're in the dirt. They come in the dirt, right? So in the seed starting mix are the larvae. And so the boiling water kills most, but not all, of the soil gnat larvae. So you're still gonna get some fruit flies, some soil gnats, but you're not gonna get as many. They are, Trisha. Hey, like, oh my God. I have like jars of sugar water, apple cider water everywhere around the house trying to kill them because they just aggravate. Okay, so that's our seed starting mix. Y'all saw we have our seeds. The next thing we got, this is heavy, y'all, so hold on, is fertilizer. So this is my favorite fertilizer. This is the Job's Organic All-Purpose Fertilizer. This is not a commercial. This is just the one I like. Because you can, as you can see in the picture, you can use it on food and flowers and anything else. Anything else that you want to grow, this will work for. So I like it. It's a nice size bag. Like, that's the fullness of the bag. And show you guys what it looks like. Sorry, dust. So it's a granular fertilizer, which is another thing that I like because that means that it breaks down slowly over time. So I don't have to put a whole lot. I don't have to do it all the time. I can put this in and then it'll slowly break down into the soil. So I only actually have to use this max out 3. I'm country, Trisha. I'm country. And so yeah, I got soap. It'll be fine. Like 3 times over the course of my growing season, I apply this heavily to my soil, maybe, and that's max. Usually it's just 2, sometimes 3, but that's it. Now, as Trisha has made y'all aware of, if you buy this, you open this bag, I don't want you to be surprised. It smells like poo, okay? Because it's fertilizer. But yes, so that's that. The next thing I have are my gloves and my seed starting tray. So what do we have here? I believe it. Yes, Trisha, I am a gardener. I do not want you to go broke trying to do this. If you're not sure that you're going to stick into it, because, you know, hobbies, if you be like, oh my God, I'm so excited, I'm going to do all the things and buy all the stuff. No, you're not. You're not going to buy all the stuff. You're going to be a good steward. I want you to start a garden for $25 till you know that you really want to do it. Then we'll spend some real money. So in the meantime, so we go to dollar. Let me show you these seeds here. Here we go. These seeds right here came from the $1.25 tree. Okay, you do not have to spend all the money. $1.25 tree has plenty of seeds. I'm not sure if they're there yet, but you can buy seeds at $1.25 tree. You can buy seeds at what is that up there? Dollar General. You can buy seeds at the local Walmart. You do not have to. This is not something that has to cost you a lot of money. The other thing is you could just keep the seeds out of the food you eat, but that's for another conversation for another day. All right, so I have some actual seed trays, right? Hashtag pro tip. Not generally, Kim, because you only need 1 of whatever you want to grow. but will remind me to come back to that. Okay. These seed trays is the four out, right? I don't buy these. Pro tip. I go to the places where they sell plants and ask where the throwaway trays are, because when they throw these away, and I'm not ashamed. They throw these away when the plants die or things like that. And I will go and ask, I'll go look, there's always a rack with them on there. You're going to have to look, it might be in the back of the store. I'm just being honest. You got to drive around to the back of Walmart, but it's going to be a rack full of these and they're trash. And I will ask if I can go have some. And they usually say yes. So that's one way that you can get those. You do not have to purchase them. But if you can't find these, $16-ounce cups. I bought these at Family Dollar. Okay. Again, $25. I want to get you for $25. Okay. So you need 2 plants. If you, because see, this is the thing. If you start with plants, you don't even need this stuff. You're going to skip this whole step. You just need a pot. You go buy 2 pots, 2 bags of dirt and the 2 plants and you're finished. But for those of you who are here, if you're starting seeds, cups. So in this cup, I punched a hole in the bottom for drainage. This is a me thing, so don't worry about this. But what is this? This is brown butcher paper that I bought at the craft store. I put this in the cup because sometimes I can't see through the cup very well, but I can see this paper because it adds an element of depth. And this will tell me if my plant needs water, because this will get dry. So when it's saturated, I know that the plant is saturated. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right. So this is what we're going to be doing this. Now, you will probably go into stores and see those little brown, like peat moss cups. Do not buy those. Do not buy anything of that material. That is a waste of your money. Your plants are going to dry out. You're going to have to water them every single day. Don't buy those. Okay. Now some people are, oh my God, you put in plastic. I don't care about the plastic. I'm eating plastic every day because I still eat fast food from time to time. Like, I'm just being honest. If some people are concerned about plastic leaching. I'm not. Some people are worried about everything being super organic. I'm not. That's just not my thing. Okay. If you want someone who goes that way, I can absolutely make some recommendations for people you should check out on YouTube, but that's just not my thing. Okay. So I'm going to use these plastic cups because the other thing is then I can save them and reuse them next year. The only reason I bought brand new cups was honestly for y'all, and because the cups I was using was like, this would have been their 3rd year and they was in bad shape. So I was like, we just gonna buy new cups this year. I also have more of these in the basement, different sizes. I got some 6s, I got some 8s, I got some 16s. Again, they're free. So that's what we work with. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, I want to show you guys seeds, actual seeds, before we put them in the dirt. So behind me, that's where they will live, on that rack. I do have lights for my plants. However, they don't need light. They will not need lights yet. Seeds don't need light. Seeds need soil. Plants need lights. So until they break the soil, I will not turn the lights on. Okay. All right. So I just want y'all to be aware of that. So like, don't be pressed. Oh my God, I got to get this. I saw these lights. Don't worry about them lights. Selena, you need to buy lights, but the rest of y'all, you don't need no lights. Okay. I'm putting a couple different kind of seeds down. So please bear with me because I want you all to see the differences. Hey, Tanisha. I want y'all to see the differences in the different kind of seeds. So I'm putting a few different kind of seeds down so you can check them out. No, Kim, you don't have to buy lights. No, you don't. Okay. If we get you through this year and you decide you want to do it again, then we might talk about lights, but you do not need to buy lights this year. No, absolutely not. Okay. That was a very good question. Thank you. Selena needs to buy lights because this is Selena's This year 3, Selena. Oh my gosh, this might be Selena's 3rd year growing food. So she like, she know what she do. She could be up here with me helping y'all, okay? Because she know what she doing now. But let me show y'all these seeds, okay? All right. Okay, I can do that. I can definitely send you the link. I bought my lights at Walmart. So again, I'm not spending a whole lot of money to do any of this. Now, so can y'all see that? I think so. These seeds, let me bring them closer to you. These are beet seeds. These seeds here, there we go. These are turnip seeds. These are celery seeds. And these are bell pepper seeds. So as you can see, they all look very, very different. There we go. So they're all very different. We absolutely balling on a budget. You do not have to go broke to grow your own food. It is super tiny. I was going to put it in my hand, but like, I don't even think that was going. So that's why I got the paper towel, because I was like, well, the white will help show it a little bit better. So yeah, so those are there. So seeds all look different depending. These, and they function differently. Where did we get the seeds, Tanisha? $1.25 tree, Walmart. And then I have a one of my YouTubers has a seed shop, and I bought some seeds from him. But you can get seeds anywhere. I was in Mark's today. Mark's got their seeds up. $2-3 a pack was what they're running, because they've switched over. All their seeds are organic now. So if you're in Northeast Ohio, you live near Mark's, their seeds are up. If Mark's seeds are up, Home Depot seeds are out. Lowe's probably got their seeds out. Walmart may or may not, depending on your Walmart. $1.25 tree probably does not have their seeds out yet, but they'll be out soon. But yeah, wherever you can find seeds wherever you find seeds. Don't forget the seeds are also in your kitchen. Okay, if you bought, yes, you did do teenage plants last year, Tanisha. So yeah, you should be doing seeds this year. At least a couple of things. Seeds. No, plants are not out yet. Plants won't come out till closer to put them in the ground time, Kim. So yeah, you should be thinking about, starting a tomato plant from seed or starting a bell pepper plant from seed, Tanisha, definitely. So the different seeds function differently, and it has something to do with their shape. Now let's see, can I get these? So these, that's what I was afraid of. These are beet seeds. There we go. These are the beet seeds. Now, these look pretty big, right? Because technically there are 2 or 3 seeds inside this casing. Beets grow in clusters. And so one of those, when it pops open, is going to break out, and 3 beets prayerfully will grow from that one seed. So when I grow beets, I have to be careful to spread them out, because I know that I'm going to get a cluster out of every single one of those seeds. Now we're about to get into it. I promise y'all, I pray and I ask the Lord, please don't make me preach. Because if you've been here for a while, you know that Lessons from the Garden came out of me needing a mental health outlet, but also God wanting to grow my faith. And so it's hard for me to get into this and not start talking about the Lord and the Bible and Jesus. Trisha, don't start none, won't be none here. Okay. So let me see. Is it too late? Did I start already? Y'all. Oh no, that's not my bad, y'all. I ain't mean to do that. Yes, they are in the same family, and so they do grow in clusters. Rutabagas, all of those root vegetables like that grow above the surface, because technically potatoes are a root vegetable, but they grow below the surface of the soil. So if they grow above the surface of the soil, they do grow in clusters. Y'all got good questions today. Okay. All right. So, all right. So now let's put the dirt in the cups, ladies and gentlemen. Bring y'all. Are y'all low enough? There we go. Put y'all there. That's good. There we go. Thanks, Lord. All right. So, Trisha, are you happy now? Here we go. Gloves. I'm not gonna handle the dirt. You heard 3 summers already. All right. Just a regular old spoon. Now, this is now cooled because remember I told y'all I had to sterilize it or sterilize it. So I put the hot water in it and let it just sit. So now it's cooled because you don't want to put your seeds in hot starter mix. And so now I'm just gonna, do some things. And the first thing, okay, so I got my seeds here. I'm gonna, and it's damp, so I won't have to moisten it anymore because the soil is already damp. Okay. So I'm gonna put 2 spoons in there and I'm gonna press it down so I get a good, here we go. Here's number 4. Good firm foundation in my plants. I gotta press the soil down. I can't stand y'all. All right, so I get it in there. Y'all see about where I'm at? Okay. Now that I'm gonna press real good. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm not gonna press that as hard, right? But I filled my cup and I got a little bit of space at the top. So there, because they're so tiny, I have to take my glove off. I'm gonna make a little bit of a hole, not a lot, because where's the now on the back of the pack of seeds are the directions. So you want to make sure all right, that you read the directions. So the directions on our big red bell pepper say to plant them 1/4 of an inch deep, that they are container friendly, which means they don't have to go in the ground, and that they need full sun, right? It's going to tell me I should start them indoors 8 to 10 weeks before last frost. And it's going to take them 10 to 21 days to germinate. So you remember I said you need a quick win when you are just getting started. That's why I tell you need teenage plants and not seeds. I'm going to put this seed in the dirt. It could take 3 weeks for anything to happen. I'm just going to look at this dirt every day and nothing for 3 weeks. And then one day I'm going to come home and all of them will have sprouted. But I don't want you who've never done this before, because you're going to think, is they dead? Did I kill them? What happened? Ain't nothing happening. I don't see. Here's the sermon. I don't see nothing. Ain't nothing moving. Ain't nothing shaking. I can't tell if it's okay or not. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to leave that there. So it could take 10 to 21 days for these to sprout. All right. So I'm done with that sermon. So where was y'all at? Y'all was up here. Okay. So I got my cup, and now look, y'all, in just that time that I set that cut down, there will be a breakthrough. Come on, Maria Bonner. I'm sorry. Can you see that? No. See, oh, there you go, a little bit. You see that moisture on the paper towel? That came out the soil that was in this cup. And that's just in the time that I sat this here to tell y'all about the bell pepper seeds. So, yeah. So it's plenty moist. So I'm going to take 3 seeds, and I'm gonna put them in here kind of in like a triangle formation, so that when they sprout, they're not on top of each other. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and just press, just a little light press on top of them, and that's done. Now, that's 3. Okay. Next up, we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna go a little faster this time because now y'all got the process, but I want you to know I love every single one of y'all, and I do receive your encouragement. But this is how we got here, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is how Lessons from the Garden started, because I got outside and I did these things, and God started telling me stuff. And then he told me to tell y'all what he was telling me. And from there, we now have Lessons from the Garden and let Tiff teach you. And it's all because I went outside and put something in the dirt. So now I'm gonna plant a lot of these because I need a lot of bell pepper plants. Because I grow not only for myself, but for others. Like there are people who give me money they put in on my garden and they help me purchase supplies. And so then because they've helped me purchase supplies, they can have fruit from my garden because they put in on it. So I have to do a lot of bell pepper plants because the people want bell peppers. All right, so that's 3. So that's 9 bell pepper plants right now. I'm gonna do some of these beets. Because again, I only got to put one. I'm only going to put one beet seed in each one of these. And I'm going to put it pretty close to the middle. And according to my beet package, these need to go a 1/2 inch down. So that's pretty good. And we're just going to keep doing that. Now, I did not put any fertilizer in these 2 plants because they don't need it yet. Okay. Once they pop and they start to grow and I separate them, so like the bell peppers, when I separate the bell peppers each into their own situation, then I'll give them fertilizer. The beets will get fertilizer when they go outside. So for now, they good where they at. All right. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank y'all for catching Nisha up. I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to check these comments and see. Okay. See if I missed anything else. So we're gonna do one more beet. I'm trying to make sure y'all can see everything. I'm trying to do a good job. Not too much. I'm gonna get one of these little beet seeds. Drop you down in there. That boy is good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, you want? Okay. So I'm going to continue to finish up doing the rest of my veggies that I need to put out. I will definitely post some pictures once everything is finished so you can see it. And oh, the other thing I wanted to share with you guys, $1.25 tree. Don't be like Tiffany and forget to label your plants. Okay. $1.25 tree. Say 10 count plant labels. You can write on these in permanent marker and you stick them in the plant. I promise you at least for one round of plants every year, I forget to do these, but I'm not going to forget today. $1.25 tree. And you could if you can wipe it off like at the end of the season, it's kind of worn off, so you can reuse these. These are really great for you to be able, especially if you're doing multiple things like these seeds. So I don't forget what's where. I will do these, put them in the cup, and then I know everything, because ultimately I will have probably 3 of these aluminum pans. So everything's in this aluminum pan. This is just a regular from the store macaroni and cheese, lasagna, spaghetti aluminum pan. Okay. Why? So that when I water my plants, I don't water them from above, because that brings the gnats. Okay. I can water them from below. So I can just fill the pan with water and let them drink it up. Okay. And so ultimately, by the time I'm finished, I'll have 3 of these pans full of plants for myself. Generally for other people, what I have grown in the past, just because I'm sure y'all gonna want to know this, are tomato plants, Roma plants, Roma, cherry, and beefsteak tomato plants, bell pepper plants. I will start for people. A lot of people ask for cucumber plants, but cucumber doesn't like to be transplanted. So you need to put cucumber where it's going to be and leave it alone. So I don't generally do those. Zucchini, squash, same thing. It's the same family. It's the same vegetable family. They don't like to be transplanted. They usually don't survive. So we just going to plant that where you want it to be and let it be. Same thing with all your leafy greens. You just put them where you want them to be. They don't like to be transplanted, really. Not everything can survive that. So, Lord, I told you. Okay, I'm sorry. So that's what we're doing for today. This is day one. Yes, yes, definitely. You always want to water, and that's even your house plants. That goes for your house plants, especially if you have issues with gnats. Watering from above, they like that moist soil. They will grow and lay all their little babies in there. So I know, child. Moist soil will increase the number of soil gnats that you have. So if at all possible, you always want to water all of your plants, house plants, outside plants, seed starter plants from below so that the topsoil stays dry. Right now it's cold. You're not going to have as many issues with that. But once it gets warm, that moist topsoil is going to increase the gnats in your space. That's what I have for y'all today. Did I miss any major questions? I can sit and look at the comments now for a little bit. Yes, so here I have one that I didn't do. So I can show Tanisha and Selena. So this is just butcher paper. I bought this at a craft store last year when I was being like really adventurous, and I thought, and I attempted to make seed cups just out of this paper. It didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to work out. It wasn't a terrible idea, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. But I figured, because I can't always see the best through this cup, whether or not the plants need watering, but the butcher paper will tell me the tale, because once it dries out, then I know that the plant probably needs a little bit of water. So this is a new thing I'm trying this year, because every year I'm learning. I'm trying different things. I see different things in blogs and IGs and TikToks, and I'm like, oh, that might work for my system. Everything doesn't work for my system, because I don't want to go broke doing this. I'm trying to do this to save money. Okay. So I'm not doing everything that everybody on the internet is doing, because that ain't for me. So that's what that is. Any other questions? If y'all got, I'm going through the comments. So if y'all have questions, please put them. Oh, hold at the bottom of the cup. Yes. So these are just regular run-of-the-mill Dollar General, Family Dollar 16-ounce plastic cups. There's a hole. I punched a hole in the bottom of the cup with a knife and a pair of scissors. Nothing fancy. So that the plants can drain. Okay. And then stuck the paper in the cup to the bottom. And there you go. Okay. So questions. You are more than welcome. More than welcome. Okay. So Kim brought it up. So let's talk about it. If you are like, yo, I do really want to do this, but I'm not sure. I need a little bit more detail. You have two options for working with me with regard to your garden. First and foremost is my, so you want to start a garden masterclass. It is pre-recorded. It is $20. I will leave the link in the comments when we are finished, if you are interested in purchasing that, to give you some detail and some notes and some things you can go to the store with to help you get your garden started. Excuse me. So that is option A. You can just buy the masterclass and be on your way. Option B is my gardening group membership, which is $25 a month. And for that, you get not only the masterclass, but you get additional informational videos. You get a live gardening chat with myself and this year's other rookie gardeners on a weekly basis. And we have, there is a private Facebook group that you can, that you will be invited to if you join the gardening membership. So that is option B. Thank you very much, PNB. And then last but not least is option 3. Is that where we at? Oh, am I doing letters or numbers? I don't know. Option 3 is my on-site gardening support. So if you like, no, I need you to come to me and be right there and walk me through it. I do offer on-site gardening support. I will help you once we've identified in your garden, in your yard, where you want to start your garden or how you want to start your garden. I will come to your location if you are within 50 miles of where I live, and help you and spend 2 hours on your property helping you put together your garden. That service starts at $250. So if you are interested in either the masterclass video, the group membership, or the on-site support, you can reach out to me at contact@lettiffteachu.com. And I will be happy to send you information so you understand all of the things that you get as a part of any of those options. So I think that was everything I was supposed to do. I six, that's where we stopped. I accidentally preached 6 sermons while I was playing in the dirt. I told you guys about all of the ways that I offer my support to you in growing a greener thumb, and saving yourself money, and being able to trust the food that you're feeding yourself and your family, and sustaining yourself for the coming turbulence. All right. Okay, awesome. Let them, I would love to. Yeah, if you have an organization you'd like to bring me into, I do have pricing for that. I'm more than happy to do that. I would love to do that. I think that everyone should grow something at least one time in their life, for your faith and for your health. So I'm here. All right. So yeah, let's talk, Selena. Okay, Kim, let's talk. Yeah, please share this. Do me a favor. Do me a favor and sow a seed. Sow a seed of sharing today, and share this video with somebody you know that needs to see it. Tag somebody who you know should have been here and caught it. Let me know how I can be of a support to you, because y'all know this is my thing, and we about to get into it. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So y'all can be just know the gardening content is coming, gardening content. So it's gonna be a lot of me. I just don't, y'all gonna be sick of me, because it's gonna be gardening. We're gonna talk about Jesus. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. We're gonna do these recipes because y'all evidently like this stuff I'm cooking. So we're gonna do a little bit more of that. Because there's a diet for your destiny, and my diet starts in my garden. So okay, I'm gonna get out of here. That was, I don't know how many times I done closed either. So I love y'all. I love you. My name is Tiff. This has been Let Tiff Teach You, and I will talk to you next time.